In this video, we're going to work on the ALEKS problem called using the genetic code. This problem is going to give you a portion of mRNA written from the 5' to 3' direction, and it wants us to write out the primary structure of the protein that would come from this strand of mRNA. It wants us to write it from the N' to 3' direction, which is great. The N' corresponds, or excuse me, the N terminus corresponds with the 5' end, and the C terminus corresponds with the 3' end. So this strand written from 5 to 3 is in the correct order for us to write out a protein from N to C. You are going to need to pull open a table of codons or a table of the genetic code. There is one in ALEKS's data table. I don't love the format that ALEKS uses for the table of codons, so I have a different table of codons pulled up right here. I think it's easier to look at. And so what we're going to do, I think it's easiest if we separate these bases into sets of 3, because the sets of 3 correspond to the codons, and all that we have to do is look up the first set, AUG. We got to find that on our table of codons. It is MET. It tells us that it wants us to use the 3-letter codes for the amino acids, so that means we're going to start by writing MET. That's the first protein, or excuse me, the first amino acid of the protein. Don't forget, we're going to separate all of the amino acids. We're going to separate them with dashes or hyphens. Our second set of bases is UGG, and UGG corresponds to TRP, tryptophan. Our third set, UGC, is CYS. And then we have AGG, which is ARG. AUC, which is ILE. And then last but not least, UGA, at least I don't think I missed any, UGA, which is the stop codon. If you have a stop codon in there, ALEKS does not want you to write out stop. That is not an amino acid. And so stop, as in stop writing, don't write anything else down. It is possible that the UGA codon could come earlier in the game. If it does, stop writing. So take that literally and do not write stop. Make sure that you're capitalizing the first letter of each of these 3-letter abbreviations. Make sure that there are no spaces in between the dashes and the letters of the amino acids. And you should get this problem correct.